I'm always nervous. It's Tuesday and I have an audition! This is so exciting. I have not had an audition in a year. However, over a year, because it was last February, now we're in March. However, I have been working so hard in class and just trying to be good at what I love. And now I have this huge audition, like it's a big one. And it's extra hard because it's a bilingual audition. I have to do it in English and in Spanish. So I don't have one script to learn, I have two. The only thing is, you know what? Whenever I do get a script, I highlight everything, learn my lines, take my notes. But in my head, I do take a moment to translate them, and that actually really helps with my memorization. So the fact that I have an English and a Spanish script is fine. I'm just nervous, especially for the Spanish one because I speak pretty fast. I mean, I don't really know any Hispanics who don't speak quickly, but it's to the point where even my mom sometimes is like, slow your roll. And especially if I'm nervous, it will be fast. But I'm super excited. My agent came through. I love her. She was like, you're so talented. I don't know why you're not in anything, but I've been submitting you like crazy. And I appreciate that. And I am excited. I'm nervous. Hello? Done some great things this morning. I got up and voted. I don't know. It makes me excited to vote. It's fun. Everybody should freaking do it, you know. And then hit up this coffee shop by my house. It's so wonderful. It's a drive-through coffee shop, which is the best because I don't like to get out of my car, and it's getting me through today. And then I need to study my lines, and I would like to go to the gym, but if I don't have these lines and everything down, I will have to skip the gym. So on Wednesdays I work at church in the morning. It's just for like 2 hours, and I take care of one child, my little best friend. She cute, but those texts from earlier were just my boss saying that she's not going to be there, and to be perfectly honest, I could use a break, so I get to sleep in on Wednesday. Also means I get to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym on Wednesdays because I give myself that break. So I'm gonna skip today, work on these lines because this audition is so important, and I'll go tomorrow. Done. Solid. My boss is the sweetest human ever. So the way an audition works, usually like when you're signed, or I mean, I feel like this is what happens often. What do I know? This is my first audition in over a year. But like yesterday, for example, I got an email saying like, you have an audition tomorrow at 3:50. Please confirm. So, I mean, I work. And I texted my boss and I was like, hey, I have an audition. I'm going to miss my first 2 classes. I coach gymnastics. And so I was like, I'm going to miss my first 2 classes, but I will try to get there for the last one. So I was like, is that okay? And she was like, yes, good luck, blah, blah, blah. And then she just texted me right now and she's like, sending you good vibes today. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. I did tell her though, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is my acting is my priority, and this is how it works. So sometimes I may have to be like, hey, I have this tomorrow. And she was like, yeah, just, let me know. And I'm so grateful for that because I know it's not easy to try to be a working actor when you still have a day job. So I'm very lucky to have her as a boss, as an understanding boss. Also though, when I'm at work, like I'm working, I don't think I have given her a reason to not trust that like I will still get my work done when I'm there, So I think she's fine letting me miss a class or something for this. 1, because I was clear from the beginning, and 2, because I'm not like a jerk at work. Also, could we please talk about how comfortable I am now filming myself and just talking? You guys don't know this, but the first video I ever filmed, it was like 2 weeks ago. I tried to film a get to know me because I think it makes sense to have like a get to know me as your first video on a channel, get to know me. But I filmed it and it's so quiet. Like, I was so scared and I'm basically whispering and I'm so awkward and it's like, ugh, it's uncomfortable to watch. It's so bad, but like, it's so amazing to me how comfortable I've gotten since just posting that balance video. I love balance so much. Like, I think I will mention balance in every video and that's fine. I hope you guys keep watching. If you're watching, are you out there? Anybody? So my amazing boss that I mentioned earlier sent me a message and was like, hey, it looks like you're missing this USAG form, like for USA Gymnastics, and like you have to have your forms done in order to go to competitions. And I was stressed. I was like, oh man, like I don't even know what this is. And it looks like I had all my forms, but there's like one and it's kind of hidden. Like you have to like know what it is to know that it's hidden. But there's no penalty if I get it done within 48 hours. It's gonna be done tomorrow, so no worries. But I was like, wait, but I have all my certificates, and I like sent her a screenshot and she's like, no, it's this one. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it'll be done tomorrow. And she was like, I don't even know what this is. She was like, don't even know what it is, but needs to get done. And I was like, no worries, it will get done. I was leaving 10 minutes if I want to get there at a proper time to where I'm early enough. You are not allowed to be more than 15 minutes early to an audition, because if there's multiple things going on wherever you're auditioning, they don't want you getting like lost in the crowd. Like, let's say you're auditioning for Sarah, I don't know, but the auditions for Jessica were right before yours, and if you get lost, if you are a Sarah and you get lost amongst all the Jessicas, like that confuses people. Also, like, if you're there too early, they are just bottom line not ready for you yet. So I've seen this everywhere where it's like, do not, it's like in bold, do not be more than 15 minutes early. So I'm gonna get there 20 minutes early. I will sit in my car for a while though, but it's in Dallas and like I'm not trying to get lost. And driving in big cities, I prefer cities. Where I live is like super suburban and boring and it's not my fave. But yeah, I prefer cities, but like obviously driving in them, especially it's not like I'm in Dallas all the time. I know some, oh, that was my stomach. I know some areas in Dallas, but it's not like I'm there all the time. I don't know them like the back of my hand. I can't do that. So the latest thing is that I was submitted for the Gossip Girl reboot, which was like my dream. And when you're submitted, that just means that like your agent has sent the casting director or whoever's in charge your resume and headshot, and if they like what they see, like if they like your experience and your look, like if your look can work for them, then they will ask for an audition, probably like a self-tape. Something as big as Gossip Girl was probably for a self-tape. And I was submitted and I was so grateful for that because that's all I wanted. I was like, oh my gosh, like I really want to be in this new Gossip Girl reboot. Well, today, last night actually, I found out that it got casted. I mean, I know it's supposed to be coming out like soon, so I was like, when am I gonna find out if they want more from me? And they don't, which is fine. And actually the girl who got the part that I wanted, she doesn't look very different from me. Like, we could play sisters easily. And it's okay. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it. I really loved Gossip Girl, as ridiculous as it was. I feel like this new reboot on HBO Max is gonna be great. But yeah, found that out last night and I was like, well damn, but that's okay. I'm learning that a casting director or a manager can love your talent, but if you don't have any credits, they're kind of like, we'll wait till they get a credit. It's like that whole thing about like when you go into a job and they want 10 years experience, but nobody is giving you the chance to gain that experience. They love you, but they want more experience, but everybody wants experience. So it's like, where am I even gonna get the experience if nobody's hiring me for experience? It's not like they want a credit on a feature film or anything. They just want to know that you have like set experience. I get it, it's fine. And as an actor, like, patience is such a virtue. I've only really been in it for about 2 years, and I'm so lucky to even be signed. But I mean, I don't want to say I'm lucky. It's not that I didn't work. I worked and continue to work very hard to be good at this. And ooh, I need to take my nose ring out for this audition. I will try to remember that right before I get there. Yeah, not to say that there's no hard work, but the luck is just the opportunity that matches with your hard work. So I am blessed. Yeah, I don't want to say luck. Lucky, people take the word lucky out of context sometimes, or they say it in a negative way, like, oh, you're so lucky, as if I didn't work for it. Of course I worked for it. But I'm very blessed to be signed and to have this amazing agent who believes in me. That's a big thing. But she has seen me from the beginning, the very, very, very beginning. So she's seen my growth. And so now that I've had kind of a year, I suppose, of trial, at least that's how I think they did it. Because honestly, for a year, I just kind of sat and wasn't going to auditions, not really doing anything. Maybe I was submitted. There's also so much that goes on behind the scenes that you do not know, because I basically begged to be submitted for Gossip Girl. And when I got the email, they were like, yeah, we already submitted you. Like, well, first of all, I was late. You cannot be late. When you see the announcements, you have to submit immediately. And I was like, it was over Thanksgiving break, and I was just so late to the party, and I was like, I see that there's no deadline, but like, can I please be submitted? And the assistant, who we also have a new assistant, and she's on her stuff as well, she was like, this was posted 2 weeks ago, but yes, you were submitted. So like, I didn't know that. So there's so many things that are going on behind the scenes that I don't know about. So blessed to be signed. And that I got signed so quickly. I started acting in October and I got signed in this January of the following year to start the full year. But I was being sought out for in December, so it's like it happened very quick. And blessed to have an agent who. Oh, we gotta go. This is the fit. This is almost exactly what was shown in the. I'll just wear tennies. I don't know. In the little like sample video for this audition. So I think, man, I feel real good about this. This is a men's golf tee from Target. I'll have to find a way to style this again later, because it was actually more expensive than it needed to be. There's like big glass windows kind of like as you're pulling in, and I saw some girls in there and literally we're all dressed the same. Like, it's like that scene from La La Land where Emma Stone's character goes in for her audition and it's all the same people, and I've never experienced something like this in real life, so I'm just like I'm trying not to stress out. I have 30 minutes until my audition. It's 3:20 and mine's at 3:50, so for at least 20 minutes I will just stay in my car and run lines. I'm honestly hoping that nobody's here for the bilingual audition. There was like an English only audition, a Spanish only audition, and then the bilingual one. And under the bilingual one, it said like, this is ideal as it will help the shoot go quickly and smoothly or whatever. So I'm kind of like, guys, I'm your girl. Like, just give it to me, please, please. Oh my God, this girl just walked out. Like, we're in the same outfit. I noticed that, honestly, this is a commercial, and commercials are pretty bubbly. Like, you don't really realize it, but they're so happy and bubbly and upbeat. And my Spanish one is so much better than my English one. But also my voice in Spanish is it's higher pitched. So like by default, it's just happier. I think I'm happier to speak Spanish. That's why. And like, it's such a downer to switch to English. I hope I do the English one first. That way it goes from like here to here instead of just kind of like, I'm trying to keep the energy up though. Okay, I'm gonna walk in. I'm like too nervous just like sitting here. I'm done!
Let's take I-35 E North, I-635 East Dallas, and US 75 North Richardson. In 400 feet, turn right on River Bends Drive.
Right, well...
Turn right.
Okay, I have to go to work now. Oh my gosh, it was so much better than I thought. My Spanish take was obviously better. I did that one like in one take, and the English one I had to do like 3 times, and it felt weird, and I felt so much better in Spanish. So if nothing else, like maybe they'll pick me for the Spanish one, but I don't know. I'm happy it's over, and actually I'm happy to be getting to work at a good time so I can coach my last 2 classes, so that's good. I got to work like 2 hours late, an hour and a half late, and I still got my regular parking spot. All right, let's go, coach.